Welcome to the How to Find Your Passion Now podcast. This podcast helps you to navigate your way to the career or business you want in life. We give you the tools you need in order to move into your true purpose in life. One thing we know for sure is everyone has a gift. Are you using yours today? Now let's get started with your host, Abdul Salam Muhammad.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to How to Find Your Passion Now podcast. My name is Abdul, and we're about to get started. And here's what we're about to get started about. So right now, as I'm doing this podcast, I'm walking around in the living room. Walking around, checking out things, and talking. But what I'm really trying to do is to get my day off to a freaking great start. So let me just walk through a little of what I do. So today is December the 11th, 2015. It's my it's my mom's birthday. So what do I got to do? I know I got to call my mom today or I'm going to be the worst son on the planet. So in order to have my day great, I got to get that knocked out early. I also have to make sure that there's a present on her way. My mom just had a surgery, so I want to wish her well with that. So those are the two things that are going on my mind, to let my mom know that I care and I can be a great son, right? So that's one of the things. Another thing to do is say, hey, I'm doing this podcast right now. So I want to make sure that this podcast that I'm doing is getting done, so I don't fall into the world of procrastination and things of that nature, right? I'm also, today I have to rearrange my gym schedule, but I'm also going to put the gym in. So I got to make sure that the gym is taken care of. I have a phone call to make. I have to hire another virtual assistant today. Main things. And I'm going to do those main things before my world gets busy. I just told a subscriber who on Facebook, I'm always getting contacted. And I just told a subscriber, and he contacted me for the first time. Before we even get into the conversation, I just say, look, sir, thank you for reaching out to me. I just want to let you know that I received your message, but I can't talk long. And the reason for that is not to be mean or anything like that. It's just that people who know the lifestyle of people who are successful or who are trying to become successful, they have to be stingy with their time. And people who have time to just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk are usually not getting their stuff done. Because you only have so much time in a day. So you have to get in and bust some ass. Not passing gas, but you just got to do it. And I hate to say it that way, but that's just what it is. You know, if you looked at Gary Vaynerchuk has started doing daily V's. And if you look at the amount of things that he packs in his day, it's crazy. That's some people's month. And he's doing it in a day. And each person that he's dealing with knows that, look, when I'm talking to Gary Vee in a restaurant, I need to come, one, prepared, because he doesn't have much time, and give him much value or what I'm trying to do. If I'm trying to get money from the guy, I want him to invest in my company, you got to be prepared because he's prepared. And that's the lifestyle you should live and should strive for. You want a lifestyle where when you go to bed at night, you know what? I kicked today's butt. So whatever you currently doing right now, multiply that times 20 and do that. Go to bed exhausted. When I hear people say, oh, man, I just toss and turn all night, you haven't worked enough. You still have some leftover energy. Maybe you need to, instead of working out one day a week, maybe you need to work, one time in a day, maybe you need to work out twice a day, right? Maybe you need to, instead of doing 3 things for your job, whatever, maybe you need to do 30. You're not doing enough. Because if you were truly working and giving your best, you would have no problems going to sleep. You would beg for the bed. And that's should be the motto. beg for the bed at night because you've given everything that you can give. One thing I've noticed, I used to feel guilty for spending time with people that weren't in my field because I felt that they thought that they just had all this time. They just go in and do their 8 hours or whatever. So now the strategy I'm putting in place now is actually to work less, but pack so much stuff in that I'm getting a lot done. So can I do the 2 workouts? Can I do 10 podcasts in a day to the point where my my voice box needs some water and it needs to be hydrated and just take a rest? Because one day I may not be able to talk. So let me get out as much as possible now so I can be on that plane where I'm like, look, I just have content and content. I want to be like Prince, who has over 500 to 1,000 songs, in between that number or more, of songs already that haven't even been, they've been recorded, but they haven't been released. Because you just create content. When you hear these rappers that are really rappers, the one that are top notch, that are selling out arenas, they live in the studios. You may not like their lifestyle and the things they talk about in their rhymes, but the men live in the studios. The women live. See, you do your best work while you have the energy. Why are you holding back? Oh, I should just do 1 video today. No, do 100. See, when you do things like that, and here's what I'm learning, you learn to free up time. And when you free up time, you can do more stuff that maybe you didn't get the chance to do, but you can do because you've already did work. Things are out there. If I'm releasing a podcast weekly, it's okay for me to go prepare for the whole year and knock it out in a week. So I can go and either create another podcast or just do whatever. You got to look at life like that, people. Do what you can now and do it well and do a lot of it. Don't put yourself down or saying that, I'm so tired. When you say you're so tired, get up and do some work. Because all that is a mindset. You just let your mind tell you that you're tired. You're not tired. Because if I came in your house drill sergeant fashion and said, get up, put some shoes on, go get your jogging pants, let's go. Let's do a run. And every time you say, I feel like quitting, shut up, keep running. And I know that's harsh, but that was what you just tell us in the military. They told us the same thing. It's all in the mind. They would beat that weak mind out of you because they knew that you could do a lot more. But you've been listening to that weak mind for so long, you're convinced that you can't. This new gym that I've been going to, I've been talking to a few triathletes. And they think different. Like, I've told on my my Facebook to say, hey, man, I feel like such a douchebag when I get to the gym and it's like let's say it's 6:30. And people are already walking out of the gym, showered, dressed, and already knocked that part out. And I'm like, I'm such a lazy guy. Because I've met these triathletes, and it's like 5:30. And when I walked past this class, and they were already sweating, already just in they're panting and ready to go. And this lady was like, yeah, I'm a triathlete, and she's the hardest working person in there. And after I thought her workout was done, she said, okay, well, I'm going to the pool now. She had more to give. After she told me that she had this dangerous surgery where she had to wear this bubble over her eye because one of her veins or something burst in her eye. And she said it was fixed. But the doctor told her, I hate to tell you this, but you're probably going to have another surgery before you pass away. And she's running a triathlon. Most people would have given up like, oh, I need to just sit back and take it easy. I just need to, I don't have no more of me. I just need to stop. No, you need to keep going. We only have one life, people. So are you going to give her hell? Or are you going to let life give you hell? You have the option. You hold the key. And which one are you going to choose? So with that said, good people, I'm about to go ahead and continue busting ass right now on my day, taking control of my day, being inspired, not hanging around negative people, not doing things that are going to be time wasters like watching TV. Like right now, I'm in the living room and I'm looking at that TV shape, that frame, and there's no picture coming out of that. Because I know that inside that tube, there is something in there that can distract me. And I have no times for distractions. So with that said, guys, live life to the fullest. Have passion in everything you do. And if you don't know what your passion is, become Sherlock Holmes and find it. So with that said, good people, thank you. And until next time, signing off.